Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Game Dev with Mike. And this is the Unreal Engine 5.2.1. Earlier today, we were kind of finalising some of the UI. I've got the what have I got? I've got the pause menu functioning, and I was just setting up the final section, which is to do with the system settings. I haven't done the high score yet, guys, because that has not been set up yet within the project. So I will tackle that. So basically, if I just get up my other project. What I'm going to do, I'm looking for settings. Okay. So what I want to do in tonight's stream, I'm hoping it's not going to be a long one because I'm quite tired. But I want to finish this off and I want to get the camera sorted for the player. So we were doing this last time we streamed, so I'm going to finish this off first. So there's quite a bit to do. So what we're going to do is, right, the sliders. I don't really want to set the music up just yet because I haven't got any music in the game yet, and without music, like the way I have it working is essentially the music plays when you adjust the slide, and then we have like a save file for saving the music and settings. I'm just looking at my other project. So the game settings remembers the resolution, scalability, and the only save file is to do with the audio settings set by the user. Okay, so let's do the top bit, the graphics and the resolution. That's what we can do. The music I will leave until I have a music track. So return supply to the main menu. Okay. Okay, right. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold on. Yeah, we're going to set up the resolution, the graphics first. Okay, so this whole panel was to do with the settings menu. That quits the game, that does the new game. New game, quit. New game and quit, so high score and settings. Okay. Just like everything being nice and neat. Okay, now this is going to get quite full on. There's going to be quite a lot going on here, guys, so just bear with me. Alright, so graphics, quality level. 1 second. Okay. Right. Where are we? So we're going to do the graphics. Let's just check on here. Okay, so first off, we need to go on the graph here. We're going to... Oh my god, we've got so many variables. Right, this is going to be called graphics index. It's going to be an integer. And the index is... default value is going to be 0. Okay, so... let's go here. So we need to go to our graph, and on the graphics left button we're going to scroll down to on click. And we're going to get the GFX, and we're going to do a minus or subtract, and we're going to subtract 1. And then we're going to clamp integer, and the maximum value is going to... Whoa, not 40, Jesus. So we're going to clamp that 0 to 40. And then we're going to set the graphics index. Okay. Return value goes in there. And then we're going to do the same, but this time it's going to be a plus. And it's going to plus 1. And we're going to copy that clamp. And that will go in there with the minimum and the maximum. And then we need to also, hold on, if we go back to the plus on the graphics, get the on click, and this is basically, it's gonna, what is going on there? Okay, so this is going to mirror this one. Alright, so the return of that goes in there. So what we've got, when we click the left and the right on the graphics, we're going to be going up and down on the graphics index. And we're clamping the values, 0 being the smallest, 4 being the maximum. Okay? And it's kind of that simple, really. Fairly straightforward. I can actually, I should be able to tidy that up a little bit. That looks a bit neater. There we go. Okay, so when we click the left and the right on the graphics, welcome to the stream. When we click the left and the right on the graphics button, that will increase or decrease the graphics setting. Okay, so next up is the resolution. Okay. We're going to call this buttons. Right, so I think I'm going to set this one to red because that's for quitting the game. Alright, so if I just go to the graphics text. Alright, so on the graphics text, what we want to do here, so if you remember guys, on the where we set up the graph, we had this text box for the graphics. So now what we're going to do, now that we've got the event graph for the graphics here, that's not red enough for me, sorry, that's bugging me. No. Oh, why can't I easily get the red? Oh, how annoying. Okay, so this will do the graphics. We're now going into the graphics text. So, this is going to get a little bit big. So we're going to get the graphics index, guys. And we're going to have a switch on it. So essentially each time the buttons are pressed, it will change what is displayed in the box. Okay, so the return value for this is going to be low. We need 4 total, so that's 5, but computers count 0 as 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to, if we're just going to copy that, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make them nice and organised. Okay. So this one is going to be medium. This one is going to be high. This one will be epic. This one will be ultra. So we plug these into here. Compile, save, and then if we test that, guys, there we go. Perfect. So that's the get graphics text. So if we go back to the event graph, Get the graphics. Okay. Right, now I'm going to I'm going to keep it blue because the blue is all for the settings. It makes sense to just keep things clustered so we know which is related to which. Okay, so so this one does the graphics. So I'm just checking my other project where I've already done this, guys, making sure I'm following it. So oh my god. Oh my god. Right, okay guys. This is going to get a little bit complicated. Very, very complicated. This is going to be for the resolution now. So we'll compile, save. We'll go back to the designer. Yeah, select our resolution left button. And we're going to scroll down to on clicked. And we're going to move that up here. We need to create a resolution index. So I'm going to call this res index. No. I'm going to call it res index. It's going to be an integer as well. So the default value will be 0. We're going to get the res index and we're going to do a subtract, so minus. Okay. We're going to minus 1. We're going to clamp the integer and that's going to be clamped to 4. Okay, and then we're going to get the res again. We're going to do a plus, and we're going to also clamp that integer to that, and then we plus 1. And then that res index can just sit nicely in the middle there. So now we're going to set the resolution index. Get that, plug that in there, plug that one into that one. We're now going to do the resolution plus arrow, and we're going to get the on-clicked event, bring that up here. Similar to the above, guys, we're going to get the resolution index, straighten that node up, move that in line, and then the return value of that plugs into there. Okay, now this is where it gets a little bit tricky. So we need to have a switch on int. So we need to get an int point, or create an int point for the resolution. So we're going to go on here and we're going to type resolution. And this is going to be int point. Okay. So now we need to have a switch on int. Plug that into there. Remove the default. And we're going to get the res index and plug that in there. Okay. Right, so we need to have 5 nodes. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now we're going to set the, I think we split it. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to need to do this 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm just going to get these nice and neat. And these will basically be plugged into the switch on int. Okay. So the first one is going to be 1280 by 720. Next one is going to be 1600 by 900. And this one will be 1920 by 1080. The bottom one is 2560 by 1440. And this one will be 3840 by 2160. Compile, save. And that is basically you can't really get that to look pretty, can you? You just can't. There is almost no way. I mean, that's kind of pretty. Right. I'm just going to copy this one for the comment, and we're going to call this resolution settings. Buttons control decreasing or increasing the resolution of the game. Compile, save. We'll do that as the same color as this. Copy the hex code, click on there, and paste. Boom. So that is for, that's the graphics and the display. Right, I've done that, so 1 second. Okay. Sorry, I've got the other project open, guys, and there's quite a lot of code there. The music one's surprisingly kind of the biggest because the boxes are quite large. So I've added in the resolution of the graphics. What I should do is get the resolution. So for the resolution text on here. Why is that saying get resolution text 1 text? What? I'm going to change that. There we go. Remove binding. I'm going to create the binding. Functions. I should be able to get rid of the get resolution text. I'm going to copy that. Okay, so that's for the get graphics text. If we just test that, guys. Working. Okay, so if I now go back to the designer, and for the res text, we're going to create a binding. Right. Okay, this one's a lot easier. So we get the resolution int point, and we're going to do break int point. So we're going to get an append. Ooh. Alright, so we're going to add a pin. And the X plugs into that and the Y plugs into that. Okay. fairly straightforward, guys. And then this goes into that. Oops. We'll move this to there, that to there. Move that down, straighten that up. Okay, so basically we're getting the text is now going to display whatever the value of the resolution int point is, and it's basically getting the 2 bits of data, converting it to string, and then we have an X that's going to separate. It's going to be in between those 2 numbers. If I just double check, yeah. Okay, so let's test it. Right, notice that there is no gap in between there. So what we're going to do, we're going to add a space before and after that X. So those should now be spaced apart. There we go, that's better. Okay, so we've got the text displaying for the graphics and a resolution. Okay, just going by my other project, ignoring the sound for the moment, we have the resolution set up there, we have the graphics on the left. Right, so what we now need to do is get the apply button to do what it needs to do with all of these settings. Oh my god. Right, let's get the apply done. So we're going to go to the designer and we're going to go to the button that is apply. And we want on click. Pardon me. Right, so what we're going to do, I'm not going to copy and paste this from the other projects. I'm going to do it from scratch, guys. So we're going to get game user settings. Where is that going to? Hold on. Okay. We're going to set overall scalability level. And... The target for that one is going to go into this. And we're going to get the GFX index and plug that in there. Okay. Right, next up, we're going to set screen resolution. And this one should plug into the same. So that goes into there. And the resolution is going to be from the int point. So we're going to get that and connect that to there. Okay. You see that blue node's connected to the get user settings. And then we need to apply settings. Now the target is going to be all the way back there. So this goes all the way to there. And I do believe that is it for the apply. The only extra bit of code I've got in my other project is with the music settings that are defined by the user. However, sorry guys, I'm tired. However, we're not doing that just yet because I've got the sound effects, but I haven't got any music. I don't want to add in those settings until I've got some music there to be able to play around with. So that is basically it. So I'm going to select that code and give it comment. Just do that. It's going to have the same color because blue is for all of the system settings. Okay, click on that on here. Do that. Job done. So this section here is to do with the hiding, displaying and enabling, disabling of buttons during menu navigation. This is the graphics and the resolution. This is applying the settings. Now there's one more thing that we need, guys, and that's going to be on event construct of the main menu. So that is what is going on here? Why is that so close? Dude. You are so close there. I don't like how close that is. Compile, save. Just going to shift this up here. Okay. So that applies the set. Oh, spelled that wrong. Applies? Applies? Is that even? Is that spelled correctly? Maybe I'm just too tired to even. Yeah. Yeah, it is. You know when you look at a word and it doesn't look like a proper word, you know? It's not often that happens, but sometimes I don't know if it's when you're tired or something, but you just look at a word and you're like, is that even correct? I need to pop some insulin, guys. Give me one moment. God, I'm so tired tonight. Whew. Right, so the next bit we're going to do, or the final bit, is going to be on the event constructs. We're going to load the settings. Okay. So if I just get the other project. Okay. So at the moment we don't have an event. We do. Oh dear. Sorry if you heard that. That's a little bit annoying, but it's fine. We're going to need to plug in a fair bit of code. Oh my god. Right, this is going to be quite big, guys. I'm going to make it that large because there's quite a lot. Okay. So, okay, we're going to get game user settings. We're going to load settings. And the target is going to be that. Right, so we're going to set the graphics index. Oh my god. Oh my god. Right, okay. Get overall scalability level. So this one is going to plug into there. Okay. Fairly straightforward. That's the target. That's there. Right, and then we're going to set the resolution. And we're going to get, oh my god. Get screen resolution. That plugs into there. I'm just going to straighten this node out. I'm actually going to have it run just down here. There we go. Nice and neat, guys. Keep your code clean. Oh, hello. Hello. Sorry, I've just seen your message, dude. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing the user interface for the main menu of a group project I'm working on. It's in the early stages at the moment, so I've just been creating the grey box UI. Essentially, it's the user interface functioning as it should, without the final polish, the final look, the graphics and art and all the rest of it. It's just a functional user interface. So this is the code here, which is getting the graphics and resolution. So yeah, it's going good. I'm just this bottom section. applies the settings that have been chosen by the user. And what I'm doing at the moment is setting up the onConstruct for it to load the user's settings. So that is what I'm doing. So just going by my other project, we get the user settings. We've got 3 nodes coming off of there. So set the graphics index from the scalability, screen resolution. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so now we need. Oh my god! Right, this is where it's going to get a little bit crazy, and for this, I'm actually going to copy this code because it's too much. It's too much. You're going to see why. That is the code. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. And the reason I didn't just do that bit is because I am too tired and I've already done this in another project, so I would much rather just copy that section. So these are the resolution indexes. We have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a total of 5. Got the resolution there. The break-in point will plug into there. And I'm just going to shift this across. I copied it from my other project. I have 2 projects open in different... I've basically got two projects of Unreal open. You can have multiple projects open. Obviously, it's like it is the engine, but you can open more than one project. Like, it doesn't work within the exact same window. It just opens up another instance of Unreal Engine. So I've already made 2 other games for uni, and that code that I just popped in there, that was from the other project I'd previously done, because I'd already set up a load of the user interface menus. So yeah, I just didn't want to do that bit. You can see there's a hell of a lot there. And that's what it's doing basically. It's just, I just can't be bothered to type all of that out from fresh. So essentially it's got a load of branching going on, and it's just calling the X dimension from the resolution index point. And it's saying if it isn't this one, then we basically hop along to the next one. If it isn't that, and it keeps going until it finds the one that is true, and if it is, then we set the resolution index. Okay, so that, I'm just looking at my other project, so that is all done. The only extra section to add on the end is the music when I implement the music. I only have some SFX in the project at the moment, which is in here. So I made these all myself with JSFXR. I love it. Such awesome sound effects. Learn something new every day, legend. Every day's a school day, as they say. Okay, so I'm going to move this down, and now I guess we test the functionality and hope it works. Okay, so basically whenever the... Oh, hold on. Could not find a variable named resolution index in main menu. What? Ah, numpty. That's because that's from another project. Okay, so what I need to do is just swap that out, basically. So we need to do it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. So we'll close those and do that. Do that. 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 And that. There we go. Working. Okay, so all of this blue is to do with the settings. That's why I've gone with blue. So at a glance, the red is for quitting game, the orange is for new game, green is at the very beginning, the main menu's loaded. Blue is all settings, and then as you can see I've got new game, high scores, setting and quit. So we need to add in a section for high score, so the high score would basically go just after the orange. So if I just move that down there, so this empty block here is going to be for the high score. Now this is a 3D game. This is basically Space Invaders, a different modern take, top down 3D low poly. Okay, let's test it and see if it works. Right, so you see those settings. If I set that to low, click apply, if I quit, it should remember that. There we go. And I can test this. If I do ultra and 1600 by 900, ultra 900. It's remembered it. Perfect. I would say that's done. Yeah, it's interesting. See, last trimester, I made 2 games. One was a first-person survival with quite a lot of game mechanics in there. Had a lot of fun doing that. It took me a couple of months, but I'm really happy with what I made. The second game I made was like an Egyptian kind of gauntlet runner, first person, kind of like dodging traps, labyrinths littered with traps. I'm really happy with that as well. I made it in 5 days, total of 30 hours to make. It was pretty full on because I had a deadline, and because I was working with the Unreal Engine and I learnt it from scratch, I heavily invested more time in the other game. But I'm still very happy with what I made, the Gauntlet, because it was exactly what I had in my head. Like, it just came to life. Like, my vision, it was as I saw it in my head. It's hard to put that into words, but I'm really happy with it. And this trimester I'm making 3 games. This one at the moment that you're seeing is Space Invaders. It's basically a modern take on Space Invaders. So it's going to have a couple of different twists, some cool features. And then my 2 other games, I've got to make an idle clicker in Unity, and then I've got to make a 2D platformer in Unity. If you see my panel below, I've got a YouTube panel, and that's my channel where I post all of my game devs. So after I've streamed, like tonight, I'll send that to my YouTube and it will be there archived. I think this is the 46th. Is this the 46th? What's the title of this stream? 46 or 47? That's basically the number of the Unreal stream that I'm doing. So I have like, well, 40 plus videos of previous Unreal dev. Yeah, so I've got 47 videos in total then for Unreal. Best pointers. Well, to be fair, dude, I'm still learning myself. I'm studying game design at university, and yeah, it's pretty full on. Like, it's really full on. But I've got a few months experience in Unreal. I've got about, I'd say, a month in Unity at the moment. So yeah, if you, I've got previous videos on my YouTube, and I'm sure if there's something that you're looking to do, you know, one of my videos might be helpful. Whether that's user interface, setting up health bars, score, timers, pickups, all sorts. Like my streams cover quite well whatever I'm making basically. So yeah, it's been a hell of a ride. I really enjoy it. I love streaming it as well because the stream seems to be quite popular, and I've had so many different people from all walks of life join the stream, and you know, it's great. There's some really nice people in the community, and everyone's helpful. Well, the great thing is there is a wealth of tutorials and information out there all across YouTube. Like, there's so much out there to help you in whatever you want to make. So, you know, don't be afraid. Like, there's no shame in following tutorials to learn. And then my advice would be to don't just kind of copy people's tutorials. Try and understand what the code is doing, because once you understand the code and how things work together, you can then get a grasp on it and play around with the code yourself and try different things. And you know, it's a hell of a lot of fun. It really is. And I'm not even joking. Time flies when you're in Engine. It really does fly. I'm waffling a lot. I'm sorry. Right. Settings. I'm all happy with the way everything's working. So we need to sort this out. So I've not had to do a separate camera for the character because this is the first time I'm doing a top-down game. If you're learning the Unreal Engine, dude, I suggest you go on the Unreal website for the Unreal Engine. It has a load of user documents. You obviously have the forums, but then you have actual documents for the software, which are obviously made by the makers of the Unreal Engine, and they really go through the basics, and it's really explained quite easily. Really well written documents. Okay. Sorry, why am I still in this widget? Why am I still in here? I'm done. I'm done with this one. Let me just bring up, I had some notes. Okay, so finish settings UI. That is finished for the time being. You can see these sliders here. This is for the music and the audio. I'm not doing those yet because I haven't got music. I've got SFX, but I haven't set those up yet. So that will be done when I've got at least one piece of music. I may temporarily just find an asset for music. I was trying to find a place where I can generate the music myself, but to be honest, we don't have a sound department in this group project, so you know, if we need to use external sounds, so be it. Or even if I just used an asset that is from one of the assets I have, just as a placeholder, just so we've got something to at least play around with. We can always remove it and replace it. It's not a problem. Okay, right. Enough waffling, Mike. Let's get in there. Yes, they are good. I followed one of those to set up my AI in a different game. I had a wolf, and I followed the document, and I managed to set it all up. And it was pretty fun. Um, I'm not adding the high score, dude. I know that is on here. Da-da, right there, high scores. Woo. Um, the reason I'm not sorting that section out is two reasons. One, I've already done a high score in a different game, but that was for a single player game. Whereas with this one, we kind of want to have, it was either 3 or 5 entries. Let me bring up I did some panels. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. That's how I kind of wanted it to be. Like three. This is all placeholder that I did, by the way. This isn't the final art. This was just for conceptualizing, if that's the right word. So essentially, the high score is going to have 3 default entries, and I think the way this works is, again, but I think it uses arrays or structs. I'm not sure. I've not worked with that before, so I didn't want to tackle it until I know how it works. And to be honest, we don't even have the player set up yet. So we kind of need to get that all in place before we even tackle the high scores. Like the high scores, I know how to do a high score. I've got it in a different project. But that's not something to be tackled just at this point because we're not that far into the game yet. Okay, so what do I need to do? I need to set up the player camera. So if I just... Right, I need to open up the top-down map. Okay. Right. So the player start is up the top there. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Right. So what we need to do... Camera placement. Open your level. Yeah. Place a camera actor in the scene. Do I even have one? Camera? I don't even have a camera. Oh, what am I gonna do? Camera actor. Oh, dude. Whoa. Hold on. What? Oh god, what's two? Hold on. 90, 180, 90. Oh, I can't. I'm too tired to even think, dude. Is that even right? What's 360? Hold on. I think it's 270. 360 minus 90, 270. Yeah. Right, so that should be top down. There we go. Oh, this is more like it, baby. Okay, so now... Can you see that little screen there, guys, at the bottom? Okay. That is essentially going to be our environment. So if I just move that up, right, place the camera actor. I'm going to call this main camera, or actually bird's eye view camera. I'm going to call it bev camera, bird's eye view. Right, so the player character camera component. Hold on. Go to the... To make this camera the active one that the player sees. Create a new camera component in the player character. Okay, so camera component. Camera, so I'm going to call it BV camera. I need to put that up there. Right, so the bird's eye view camera is there. Create a new component, reference, right, create a new camera component and reference this camera in the player characters. What? Begin play. I don't even know if this is right, is it? Oh my god. Oh my god, what have they done here? You don't want to rotate. Why are you doing? You surely. Um. Disable camera tracking. How do I link? Oh, one sec, guys. Need to check on my voice. Hold on. Sorry, I thought my boys had woken up. Okay. Right. So, I found something to do with the camera. Can I not just... Oh, what's going on? Why is the project frozen? Don't crash on me. Has it brought... Oh, fuck me. Oh, guys, I think it's fucking frozen on me. Fuck's sake. Dude. It's seized up. Fuck. What a bastard. Is that for real? Right. If I delete that camera I just put on there. Oh. Oh god, I've got the camera set up though. The camera. Dude. Where's the camera I put in there? If I delete the spring arm. Right, this is really annoying. I've got the camera. I want this camera. I want that to be the one that the player sees. If this camera component is placed on a pawn, should it use the view control rotation? No. Why is my computer fan kicking in? There is nothing in this game that should be making the fans kick in. Right. We have the camera. We need to assign that to the player somehow. It can't be this difficult. Pardon me. Ah, okay. Um. Oh my god. So this is the camera actor. I'm going to call this main camera. So we just need that to link to that. It can't be this hard, surely. In the event graph you play a character blueprint, in here, you need to set the view to the camera actor. Set view. Oh my god. We don't want a sequencer. Set the value of variable find camera component when viewed target. Oh my god. There's no way to set the camera. Why am I struggling so much with this? Fixed camera. How am I struggling with this? Seriously. Fixed camera actor. Who's the fixed camera actor? Attached to. Oh my god. I'm sorry I'm struggling with this, guys. I've not had to do this before. You can see here at the bottom right, we have, that's kind of the view I want to go for. All I need to do, guys, before I go to bed, is get this camera fixed so when the game starts, the player's looking through that camera. And then I just need to place some enemies. Like, it's fairly kind of straightforward in that sense. my god. Oh, for fuck's sake. Absolute bastard. Shitty. What the fuck? Oh my god. Why are you crashing on me? Fucking shit. Sorry for the language, guys, but fuck me, I'm trying to work here. Oh, you piece of... Chill, chill, chill. Chill. Sorry, that pisses me off. Why did... Oh, I don't need the stress, mate. Select the camera actor in the space. Done. Why did the game crash? Seriously, why did it crash? What a shit. What an absolute shit. Right, why did I not... This is the thing I found that's helping me with this. I wasn't able to get this set view target with blend dragging off of the node, output node from event begin play. That was the bloody problem. Right. From the output node, drag off a wire and search click to add that node. Now you need to connect the event begin play node to the set view target. Drag the wire execution. Yeah, connect the output of that to the new Are you joking, bro? I think I'm going to have to convert to actor. Oh, this is such a pain in the ass. Why is it not working? Oh my god, all I could do is just laugh. Actor object reference. Yeah, of course there's an error. Of course there is an error. Oh man, I'm gonna give up. I'm really like set the camera as the view target. apparently this needs to go there. This can't be that difficult, surely. This is so frustrating, guys. I'm so sorry for this. Oh my god, I've done it. Oh my god, I've done it. Oh guys, I've done it. I have done it. Oh, I can't believe it. All of that bollocks there. Fucking around with that. And all I had to do on the BP main camera, auto player activation, auto activate for the player. That is all I had to click. None of this bollocks in the blueprints. That's all I had to do. Are you joking? I feel like I've just spent an hour. Oh my god. Oh, dude, that is so annoying. That is so annoying. Oh, I don't believe that. Okay. Okay, so what I now need to do, I now need to create 3 kind of blueprints. So, essentially, those blocks are to stop the player. What have they done here? Right, well they move left or right. Now the reason we haven't got the character mesh yet, but essentially it will move left to right. And then the player basically will press space and then they'll be able to shoot towards the enemies that are on the screen. So, oh my god, I'm just happy that's finally set up. Jesus Christ. Dude. Dude, dude, dude. Wow. Thanks for the spam view, Righteous. Appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. Right, let's quickly create some placeholders. Now what I want to do, I want to add another viewport. Can I add another viewport? Viewport 1, there we go. So can I... can I, out of curiosity... I want to set that as viewport. Um, Ah, there we go. Perfect. Oh, that makes me happy. Although, there we go. Right, so now I can place all of the enemies. Guys, I'm so happy. Oh my god. Okay, right. What am I doing? What are you doing, Mike? I need to set up the actors. Blueprints. I'm going to make a new folder for enemies. And we're going to do actor. And we're going to call this BP eyeball. And then we are going to place the BP eyeball in the zone. I feel like this needs to be moved back and that needs to be moved up. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, where was my actor? Lighting, navigation, pillars. Right, we're going to make a new folder for enemies. I'm going to put those in there. Right, so what we need to do is in here add a sphere. And we'll make that orange. And then we'll bring that up. There we go. Oh wow, that is actually really close to the player. Oh no, what have I done to the camera? No. Dude, why is the camera... No. I want to lock it. Can I lock it so... Right, so don't touch that screen there. Do not touch that. Now what we can always do is readjust the player. I might actually make that a bit larger, you know. Oh, it's a bit too big. My God. There we go. Right, so now what we need to do, we have our eyeballs. So we want to, we don't want to adjust the Z. Right, if I set that at 1800, and then what I can do is I can duplicate, if we have that as 400 apart, is that too far? Yes, it is. So if we have that as 1800, we'll make that 2100. One minute, guys. I'll just have to do a screenshot for my group. They will be very happy with this. Okay. So this is going to be this one will be 2,700. This one will be 3,000. So basically, we don't want them going all to the edge of the screen because we want them to kind of go when they hit the boundary here. That's kind of when they will start going the other way. So now we need to make this 1,500 and then 1,200 and then 900 and then 600 and then 300 . That's quite a lot of enemies. I think that's enough though. If you look at the spacing to the player, I think that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. So now what we can do, this is cheeky, watch this. If we Control Alt and select those, we can now move them back. So on the right, so I need to go minus 300 on the X. Oh dude, don't even know. Dude. Dude. Oh my god. I don't really... Oh god, I don't want to have to... Oh... Oh, you know what? I've got a quick way of doing this. There we go. 1500. Save. So 1500 minus 300 is 1200. 1200. And then if I just get these. Okay. So this will be 900. And then same again, we select those ones. And I think that's a line. Oh, it's off by 10. There we go. It's going to be 600. Select those ones. Oh, close. All 600, perfect. 5 rows of enemies. How's that? That's quite a lot of enemies. I remember it being more in Space Invaders. Is that too much of a distance? I feel like we need to have some at the front, guys. Pardon me, guys. Oh, what the bloody hell have I done there? Whoa, why is that going all weird? Dude, what the fuck? Two thousand 1100. We have 60 eyeballs. Nice. Okay. Okay. So essentially, it's almost like you need to remove the character stuff here. Because our character only needs to move on the y-axis. So, which is the green. They just move left and right. um, and there we have it, guys. Our capsule colliders. So I've sorted the camera. The camera has been sorted, so we've now got this. The player can move left and right. But that's not really... Basically, that needs replacing with just a like a sphere or something that's facing that direction. So then the player needs to create a projectile. They shoot a projectile, boom. It hits, slowly increases the speed of the enemies. Let's just add in a boundary box. Uh, so that's 380. So plus 380. So 3,380. Hey dude. Welcome back. Progress has been made, my friend. Yeah, I'm gonna be exhausted. I've got to be up in 6 hours with my kids. And I've solved the camera problem. I'm feeling great. I need to get this zipped up though for the group, so I can't go to bed just yet. I'm going to be so tired tomorrow. Okay, so basically what I've done is I have created these thingamajiggies. Let's just expand this. Wrong way. There we go. So this is the player platform. I want that to be the same colour as that really cool... What is the material I've got on this one? Arrow material. I like the arrow material. It's a nice colour. It's like glass. It looks beautiful. Yeah, so basically, I was just getting this sorted. So it's all luscious. There we go. So now, if I save, I should be able to run across, hit the boundary. Perfect. It's quite a distance. That's mannequin static mesh is. It's basically that will be replaced with a model that the artists are going to make. But essentially those boundaries are what we are going to be using. So I can basically, on the boundary here, we need to add a collider. Because essentially when the enemies hit this, we want them to go forward. So we're going to add a collision. And we'll call it a box collision. Now, if I copy this, essentially, this needs to be the same scale as that. So if I copy the scale of that, and if I paste it in there, it should do the same. Oh, that's fantastic. Is that... I don't know if that's... Why is it not going the full length? Strange. Why are you not going the full length? There we go. And we'll just make it taller as well. Okay. So now if I compile save, we should see those. There we go. You see those collisions? Oh, there's a little tiny gap there. Oh. Is that a gap? No, it's not. I'm just imagining it. Oh, that is a tiny gap. I knew there was a gap. So scale needs to be, there we go. It needs to be like 40.1. Okay, try 40.75 maybe. No, oh my god. Try 0.75 then. Okay, 0.65. 0.60. Oh my god. 0.05. Okay. It is a gap, dude. It doesn't matter though, because like I say, when we move our player across, excellent. Alright, and then what I can do, so these spheres represent the enemies, the waves of enemies, and I've got sphere colliders on all of those. So now on the boundary we're going to say actor hidden in game. So you'll notice in the editor we can see this, yeah. I'll just have a feeling in case someone messes this up. Hold on. Just in case anyone accidentally messes up the camera. This is a shared project, so I'll just as a precaution, in case someone fucks with the camera and it messes up the whole view, because I've perfectly framed this so everything is in there. Right, so did you notice that? I can select this now and choose hidden in game. Okay, so when we're in the editor, we can see these. We know they're there. Okay. If I press play, that's now going to be invisible. I'm good. I'm not bothered about the views, dude. I'm just happy having people tune in. I don't stream to get famous. If it did get that way, then fantastic. But I'm really not bothered about that. I'm just happy sharing an experience, really. And a lot of people tune into these dev streams, and it's really cool. Just bouncing ideas off of people, problem solving, helping people that might want an answer to something that they might not know. So as you can see, those panels are hidden in game, but in the editor we know they're there. So essentially this is what our character's going to do. They're going to be running around, they're going to be shooting towards the enemies, but it's perfect. So the programmers need to make the enemies move, and another one needs to do the projectile. So I've sorted the camera, the boundaries, the enemies, most of the UI. I haven't placed any environmental assets yet, and I think the reason for that is it's the meshes are, they're not, I've not I don't know. This is what I've got here, and it's like normally the static meshes are kind of, whenever you get asset packs, they're normally a static mesh with everything in there, but there's all these different things, and I'm not familiar with what to do with those, to be honest. That's the problem, and I didn't want to play around with it and mess something up, so I'd rather speak to the group about that. But anyway, I'm happy. I'm really happy with that progress. So what have we done tonight? We've wrapped up the majority of the. Actually, I'll tell you what. Let's do a quick recap. That'd be a nice end to the video, guys. It's an upside down, top down shooter. It's not upside down, dude. This is the ground. This is going to be like a graveyard setting. And the action takes place above the graveyard. Like the graveyard is for aesthetics and the environment, and the action happens up here. So that's why there's the distance between the graveyard. Obviously this hasn't been scaled yet, so I would probably expand this graveyard so it kind of went up to here where I'm moving the cursor. Maybe up to about there. Because where these panels are, that's going to be the user interface. It's going to be a nice pixel art user interface with the score, timer, energy bar, health bar, power-ups. Upside down. I don't know what you mean, because the player is at the top. Oh, sorry, you mean as in the traditional Space Invaders, where it's enemies coming from the top, heading to the bottom of the screen. Yeah, essentially our version is in reverse. So the enemies are coming from the bottom of the screen, moving upwards. Sorry, you really confused me with how you worded that. I was like, what is he on about? Yeah, that's essentially... It's Space Invaders in reverse. Think of it like that. It's no different. Like, the movement's going to be similar. It's just the direction's been flipped. Think of it that way. But it's not upside. It's not upside down like Stranger Things. Like the world's been flipped upside down. So let's do a recap of what we've got so far in the project, because I'm really happy with it. The progress that's been made. So we'll open the narrative map. You haven't seen this, Legend. So this is the start. All hand drawn. Ta-da! So that's the narrative intro, and then we've got the settings. We have the controls that you saw me setting up, so I'm not going to fiddle with that. But that's all in place, and like I say, the music, once I actually have a soundtrack, or just one piece of music, I'll speak to the team, because I think we should just use an asset pack that has some nice music. I'm struggling to find places, like there are AI engines of sorts that can generate music based on your prompt, but a lot of the ones I find you need to sign up, and I just can't be arsed with that. I've made the sound effects all myself with JSFXR, which are fantastic. I'm very happy with how those have turned out, but I need to get a chiptune style music track to match the game. Once I've got that, I will then do the music and SFX volume settings, and those get put into a save file, like a kind of like a save file for user settings. So when we apply it, it just remembers the previous settings that the bars were set to. So as I say, this may look shit, but it's meant to look shit. It's grey boxed UI. It's functional. It does what it needs to do. I will be working on the pixel art to kind of just make this how it should look for the final game, you know. So that will all be done and look nice. But everything works. Like I'm really happy I managed to sort the camera because we had problems with that. No RuneScape, no. Similar style though. It's going to be low poly. It is kind of RuneScape-ish in that sense, graphically. But yeah, everything's working. I'm really happy with what I've done tonight. I'm absolutely shattered though, but I needed to get this done. So, and the pause menu's working, so everything is it's really nice. I'm really happy with it. And that will be the end of tonight's stream, guys. So let me just check quickly. Blueprints, boundary. Yeah, enemies, boundary. Yeah. So that's going to be the end of the stream. I hope you guys have found it somewhat useful. I'm just going to move this into the blueprints. I don't know why that's in the maps. There we go. So yeah, that is. Whoa. Oh, I remember. Sorry, it's because this needs to be that. There we go. So that is tonight's stream concluded, guys. No, I haven't, dude. No, I haven't heard of that. What is that? What's One Bit Dragon? To be honest, I haven't thought about looking on Steam for software because I know Steam does software. I'll have to look into that, dude. One Bit Dragon. I'll look into that. Thank you. Let me make a note of that. One Bit Dragon. That might be quite useful. I'll have a look. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and joining me tonight. I hope there's been something useful. Maybe you've watched and learnt something new. I have no idea. I did get a little bit stressed at one point because I think the camera was pissing me off. But I've sorted it. I'm happy. It's always great when you have a problem and you solve it. Like, there's no greater feeling. If you enjoyed the stream, guys, you want to stay up to date, do feel free to follow on Twitch. I regularly stream the game dev. I'll possibly be doing some more of my 2D platformer in Unity on Sunday evening. I do need to go to bed quite early though, because we've got to do an in-game in-store presentation kind of thing with this Space Invaders game. But yeah, if you want to stay up to date, you give us a follow. Don't forget to check out my YouTube panel below. That has all of my older game dev streams. As I said, Unreal's got about 47 different videos on there. Unity, I think, is currently at about 7 or 8. So yeah, I might even do some more work on this on Sunday. Not too sure. I'll see how time goes. But thanks a lot for joining me tonight, guys. I hope you've had fun, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, and thanks for watching.